What's up, my reseller friends? My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay and a little bit of Posh and Mercari. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about my eBay sales. Now, December, it started off very slow for me, which was kind of depressing. My impressions were down. I don't know what was going on. Maybe I just don't have the best inventory for quarter 4 in my store. But I was able to source a whole bunch of video games, and I got those video games listed, and it really boosted up my impressions and my matrix. And then it triggered something within the eBay algorithm, and then I started getting sales again. I'm not really going to show you the video games that sold because we all know that video games sell pretty well. But I do want to go ahead and show you some of the other stuff. I did kind of cherry pick a few of the items that I wanted to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my computer and we will jump right into it. So about a month ago, I did buy one of those Wii Fit Boards. It was really big and heavy, and I didn't really want to list it because there wasn't really much profit to be made in it after shipping. So I just have this way of thinking where I always want to just like sell parts. So I was thinking, what can I take apart from this? And I was just like, well, I'll take the battery door. That comes off. And sure enough, I was able to sell this for $6.99. And, you know, I did buy this in a bundle of a bunch of other Wii stuff. So, you know, I was pretty happy with this transaction. Next is this Lala Loopsy Teacup Ferris wheel. I did show this in my last haul video. I paid about $1 for it at Savers, and I sold it for $15.99. Shipping, I think, cost me about $5.50. But this was a really quick flip. And these are the types of things that I just love selling. Next is this Green Day onesie. Now, I did buy this several months ago. I want to say about 8 months ago. I bought it at Once Upon a Child. I paid $1.99 for it. And this just was not selling. But I just knew that the right Green Day fan was going to come along and was going to want to buy this for their kid. So I held off, and I never really lowered the price. Actually, I lied. I did run a 5% promotion. It was like a Black Friday thing. But I didn't really drop the price other than that. And yeah, someone just bought it yesterday. They paid my full asking price. Next is this Orange County Choppers shirt. Now, I worked at Hot Topic in my youth from around the years of 2001 and 2006, around that time era. And I have learned that a lot of the stuff that was sold at Hot Topic during the time I worked there actually sells for pretty decent money. So whenever I see things that I recognize that we used to sell, I always pick it up. And this was one of them. We sold all kinds of West Coast choppers, Orange County choppers. And this shirt sold after being listed only a few days, and it sold for $14.99. It's not a lot of money, but I didn't pay very much for it. I think I paid like $1.50, $2 for it at a thrift store. Next are these Miss Me jeans. Now, I normally don't pick up Miss Me because it seems like whenever someone's trying to sell these, they're always asking a lot for them. And that includes yard sales, that includes thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace. People seem to think that these Miss Me jeans are worth so much money, when realistically, they're not. But I did find these at a yard sale for $2. So I picked them up. They did have some flaws. Let's see if I can find, right here. It's really hard to tell, but there is a stain, but I still got $18.99 for it. And the funny thing about this is I actually had these cross-posted to Poshmark, and somebody sent me an offer for $15, and I accepted the offer, but then there was a problem with their credit card number. So the transaction ended up not going through. But then they came back and they sent me another offer, but this time they sent a lower offer of $13. And I don't that's the second time that's happened to me in the last month, where I told someone, oh yeah, I'll accept that offer. And then after I tell them that, they go back and try to be oh, well, will you take even less? I don't like that crap, guys. That does not fly with me. So that was a hard decline. I wasn't going to sell her these jeans, and I'm glad I did it because someone ended up paying full price for them on eBay. Next is a replacement outfit for these dolls called like Disney Darling, like Stage Darling. I forget what they were, but the dolls weren't worth really anything. So I just decided to sell the clothes only, and I sold them for probably about what the actual doll was worth to begin with. But now shipping costs less because I was able to ship it as a 4-ounce versus a 12-ounce, and it's like just easier to store. Next is this Viewmaster classic Viewmaster toy. This wasn't my last haul. I ended up selling it for $11.99, but this one actually got a lot of attention. So I would recommend, if you do see these vintage ones, not any of the like more newer models, but some of the vintage ones, it got attention to my store, so I liked that. Next is this Na 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 surprise doll. This was also my last haul video. She sold for $16, and I was really happy with that sale because I did buy her in one of those grab bags, so she did come with a couple of other dolls too as well. Next is this Vanellope doll, which was also my last haul. This one actually sold to one of my viewers. Thank you so much, Angelina, for your purchase, for supporting my eBay store and my YouTube channel. I super appreciate it. But this doll was really cute. She was in really good condition. I even thought about keeping her myself, and my husband was like, "Oh, Emily didn't see that doll, did she?" And I was like, "No." But my daughter has so much Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope toys. That's like her favorite Disney movie. But she has one really similar to this, and I just wanted to sell her. Next is this little plush guitar that goes with the Build-A-Bear. This also came from that haul. I'm purposely putting what sold from that last haul. That way you can see what's selling for me. And this sold for $12.99. Build-A-Bear, I don't always have luck with the plush, but I have pretty good luck with selling the accessories and the clothing and stuff that go with them. Next is this Periwinkle doll. She comes from the Tinkerbell movies. I believe she's Tinkerbell's sister, I want to say. She's super cute though, and this one sold for $22.49. It sold on a promotion that I was having for 10% off Black Friday sale. And yeah, I think I paid $3 for her at a thrift store. Next is this little witch plush. I just wanted to show you this because it's so weird. Whenever I post Halloween plush, it always sells. Like, even if it's like a no-name brand and it's small, they still sell, which is like super weird. I bought this at a thrift store. I think she was 50 cents or a quarter because it was like half off of whatever price it was. Next is some fabric. So I was at a yard sale and she had some Betty Boop fabrics, which those ones already sold. I purchased those and sold them already. But when I bought those from her, the lady was like, "Hey, you can just have all the fabric." And I was like, "Okay." So I took all the fabric and I listed it, and this sold from it. So that's just something to think about too when you're out there sourcing. If you see fabric, people go on eBay to buy fabric. But it's really important that you put the size. I'm not really good at calculating yards because that's typically how people buy fabric, is by yards. I'm not good at that, and I just don't feel like learning it. So I just put like the inches. So I measured it, but that's something really important. People will not buy the fabric if they don't know what size they're getting. And then also another tip is to show a measuring tape over the fabric, because people who buy fabric, they want to be able to get a sense for the size of the pattern, if that makes sense. Not necessarily the fabric itself, but the size of the print and design that's on the fabric. So I hope that makes sense. So that's also something that you should keep in mind. Last is this Bret Hart Blu-ray. My brother gave me a bunch of his wrestling movies to sell for him, and upon doing that, I did learn something from selling wrestling, is that a lot of of wrestling DVDs, I feel like they're either worth nothing or they're worth like a lot of money. It's very rare that it's in between. This one actually sold for 40 bucks. So the moral of the story is look for wrestling media, but also always check comps on them. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful in any way. If you did, please like and subscribe, do all those nice things to help me out. And never forget, when you thrift upon a star, your dreams come true. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.